Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Thursday's Random Readings. I am Marilyn, the PNW High Priestess, and I am your host for today. Today is Thursday, January 7th. January 7th. Or what some people are calling December 38th, 2020. I thought that was funny. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Corey. Hello, Kristen. Hello, all of you beauties. All right. Let me just turn some of this off so we're not interrupted, first of all. Okay. Boom. There we go. Before we hello, Maddie. Before we begin, I am going to do a little breath work with everybody so we can connect, and your guides can come in and tell me the things that need to come across for all of you today. All right, so let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through the nose, down through the throat, into the chest, expanding that chest, drawing the shoulder blades back, really puffing out the chest. Hold it in there, opening our hearts to one another. Exhale. Bringing those shoulders back to neutral. One more time. In through the nose, down through the throat, into the chest, really expanding that chest, and as you expand it, draw the shoulders back, bringing the heart up and open to receive love and light and connection from one another. Hold here. Exhale. Shoulders back to neutral. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and ground ourselves today. Connecting to below, connecting to above, connecting in the middle. Opening the heart, the throat, the third eye to love, to receiving. Okay. All right, hold on one second. All right. Today, Spirit has told me that well, I'm going to draw a card to confirm, but Spirit's basically told me today is about accomplishments. It is about not only, achieving, but it's about acknowledging accomplishments that we have made in the past, goals that we've set for the future, the ability of waking up today and getting out of bed. For some, that's an accomplishment. And you go do that. For me, sometimes that is really an accomplishment because I like my sleep. I like it a lot. Might take another nap today. I am going to grab one of my oracle decks, and I think the oracle deck of the Fae want to come out today. They want to come out and play. So let me just find them. Here they are. This is called the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. And it is by far, I know you hear this every time, but it is by far one of my favorite decks to play with. Especially when we are just entering like spring and summertime. It's a really, really fun deck to play with. Those Fae really have messages then. So let me just shuffle these really quick. When we talk about accomplishments, sometimes there are people that accomplish so many things and have a really hard time taking credit for them and have a hard time being proud of themselves for them. If you are one of those people, I want you to maybe sit down and reflect a little bit as to, number one, why? Why is that an issue to be proud of yourself? And number two, start working on allowing yourself to be proud, to recognize your accomplishments and the amazing things that you've done, and love yourself for them. Be grateful for them. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and draw one of these from the Oracle of the Dragon Face super quick. We got the Dragon Fae of Rebirth today, which is exactly what we are going through the process of doing, I believe. Entering this new calendar year, hopefully getting rid of some garbage that needs to be taken out, definitely. So let me just find this in my book really quick. And if you all have questions for today, please feel free to put them in the comments area, please. Okay. All right. The Dragon Fae of Rebirth. Whole again. We are the ones who have seen you in those moments you humans describe as dark, the ones you often wish to run and hide from, the ones you fear because you misunderstand their purpose, the ones you shun. Your loathing of your shadow has sometimes driven you to seek an ending, but a literal ending is not necessary. In every culture on this planet, old and new, there has been a ritual that lets you die to your old self, one in which the wise man or woman is guided through a journey to their own underworld. We too know of this underworld, as we dwell there from time to time, and here we are now in this underworld, waiting for you to descend in order to be reborn. Fear not your dark moments, for in the dark are the shadows, easeful rest, and the deep knowledge of the heart and the soul in this place. The seeds you need to plant can flourish, and what you feel are dark and bad thoughts are in fact manifestations of the desire to die to the self that no longer feels its true self to be captured in its outside form. You are remaking your soul self. And in this magic and ritual endarkment, I like that, endarkenment, lie the seeds of your reawakening and your own rebirth. We are with you, circling you and clearing and cleansing your energy. We will enfold you with our energy. There is no beginning and no end. Just the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Now it feels like death, but it is a death to the old self, not a literal self. Not a literal death. Do not fear. You are about to be reborn. Take heart and know that soon you will feel whole again. I'm telling you, I got chills all up and down I got chills, they're multiplying. I got them everywhere right now. And if that is not spirit giving us a message, I don't know. Because the garbage is being taken out. It's a little dark right now. But we will overcome. We will accomplish what we are set out to accomplish. Yes? All right. Let's go ahead and draw some cards today. I'm going to first draw a card for the energies of this coming week that is upon us. Not this week, but next week. Get it done today. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for next week. So when that comes to me, that kind of tells me that it's not new seeds that really need to be planted. It's growth that has already happened. It's already been occurring, but it needs to be nurtured. It needs to be paid attention to. It needs to be cared for. So the energies of next week should be about, and next week is my budding day. So the energies of next week should be about caring for the seeds that we have planted already and really nurturing that soil and nurturing the goals that we have set for ourselves. Okay, so that's the energy for next week. All right. For today, I have Miss Corey. My eyes. Ugh. I would love a card from my guides, please. What can't I see? Well, that one just flipped over for you. You have the Six of Pentacles coming into play in reverse. So when this is coming into play for me, this tells me what you're not seeing is the imbalance that is residing around you. And if you are seeing the imbalance, maybe you're not seeing the true depth of how deep that imbalance really goes and what you could do to regain your balance back. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Hold on, bear with me. Okay. All right, so a couple things came up for you. The word moment came up for you, and the word happenstance came up for you. So there is going to be a moment that just occurs, I believe, where the light bulb will come on for you and show you the true depths of the imbalance and how you can bring that back to even keel. All right. Sometimes we walk through life and we know we're off kilter. Everybody's fucking imbalanced. Okay. So we know that. But I don't think that it takes work to get in deep and realize where that comes from. It's one thing to know I'm a little off balance. It's another thing to know why. So one of the things that I really want you to start doing some research into is why are you off balance? And allow yourself to go really deep inward and acknowledge it. And I believe that you're going to have a moment of clarity, a moment of, aha, okay, now I know what to do. Now I know what to do. All right? So I hope that resonates with you. Painted Goddess. Love it. What is dying for me? What can I see? Is that says? What I can't see. Well, what I can't see. Let me tell you that right now. Okay, so let's go in there. So The word that comes up for you today, Jen, is harshness. So what's dying for you is a certain kind of harshness that you put out and you bring in. So I don't know if you've been, I'm sure that we all have in our own way, really been working on being nicer to ourselves, but there can be a harshness that comes out within you, like a sting that comes out from within you. Sometimes you allow that to be put out into the universe, and then other times you give it to yourself. So I believe that what is dying, and Spirit says, what is dying within you is that harshness. Remember, you need to allow it to go, allow it to leave. It brought you this far. It brought you to be this amazing being that you are. Allow it to release itself from you with love and gratitude, because, you know, sometimes that harshness could save your ass a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, okay? All right. Okay. You got the Hanged Man this week. And for you, you know that the Hanged Man is all about getting out of our own box. It's about looking at things in a very different way. But to do that, we first have to allow ourselves to see things in a very different way, okay? Sometimes, oh, okay, I know what this is about. Okay, so with this harshness, especially with all of this media happening right now, what we are being fed is, once again, it's hatred, and it is so heartless how people are treating one another, once again, and treating historical spaces, treating each other's hearts. So that is a harshness, and it's kind of being fed to us right now, once again, in this world. Allow it to release itself from you, knowing that even this happens for a reason. Even this is happening for a reason, and we have the ability to make something positive out of what we see as negative. All right? We have the ability to create something positive out of anything. Always a positive side. Always. So this may be happening for a reason. Allow the harshness to, don't take it on, empath. Don't take it all on, okay? Allow it to release itself from you. Know that what you are seeing is not really what you are seeing, because there is beauty everywhere, and there is positive aspect just as much as there is negative, all right? So don't allow the harshness of the negativity to overwhelm you, okay? All right, dissipate, yes, okay. Hello, Julie. All right, did anybody else have a question? I don't have a lot of people today. Let's see. Oh, Maddie. Okay, a card for guidance. All right. And yes, bawl, cry. That's one way to release. It's one way to release. Let those tears be releasing tears of gratitude, you know? Let those tears wash away blockages, so we know the path that we need to start building for positivity from this toxic energy that still roams. All right, okay, Maddie, I'm taking yours off the bottom, I think, because I think that's where it wants to come from. Okay. All right, Miss Maddie, today I got the word reception for you, and it's not like a wedding reception or something like that. It is almost more so of a receiving, like what I'm seeing is basically, and I'm not seeing faces, so what I'm seeing is the reception, someone opening their arms to you as you walk into their arms and you are received. That kind of reception, like a coming home almost. I hope you understand that, okay? And the card that I pulled for you today is the Princess of Swords in reverse. Hello, Evergrove. So when Princess of Swords in reverse comes to play, the princesses are about planting of seeds. They are that fertile aspect of us, right? They're the maiden. So when she comes to play in reverse, this talks about either you are getting ready to plant some seeds in maybe a few different ways, or you're already there, already have planted those seeds, and now you need to take care of them. This is swords, so it's air, it's communication, it's expression, it's intellect, those things, it's ideas. But for some reason, I am more so getting baby in there for some reason, like it's a child in there. Maybe not so in you, but I mean in my mind, that's what I'm seeing. So anyway, when you have the swords coming into play, this could have been a seed that you planted a while ago that now you need to nourish, you need to take care of. And it's an idea, it's a creative expression of you that wants to come out and flow, right? So allow that to happen. I believe that this idea that you are trying to birth, oh, that's why. Okay, you're trying to birth into the world, will be received very, very well. So allow yourself to bring that into fruition. Okay? Okay. Hope that makes sense to you. All right. All right, Julie. You are next. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so for you, I got the word regret. And you just need to know that don't let that we all carry regrets, by the way. We all have regrets that we carry. And I think that sometimes those regrets are important for us to carry because they allow us to not only change our ways of action as a human being, but they allow us to know that we are human because we are feeling regret for a certain situation, a certain time, a certain thing that might have happened, okay? So allow yourself, if that is happening, work through it, acknowledge that regret, and sit with it for a minute. Understand where it's coming from. The card that I got for you, and why it rings so true, is the Six of Cups in reverse, all right? And when the Six of Cups comes in reverse, it's about reminiscing. It's about memories from past, from childhood and even yesterday, coming into our minds, coming into play. And sometimes when those things come into play, they can bring shadow work that needs to come with them. So if you are feeling as though it's time for you to really start diving into your shadow and start working on, it's not even about healing wounds. It's about healing wounds within you of the regret and just acknowledging and saying, well, you know what? I know that this happened and it changed me in this way. It changed me in this positive way. And I know that I'll try my best to never do something again because of this regret. And then I want you to allow that regret to leave and say thank you to it. Okay? If you are having memories from childhood right now, you're working through some things. So allow yourself that time to work through them. All right? Allow yourself that time to know what those memories are really, really trying to tell you. There might be some things that come up that you think you forgot about. Okay? Okay? Because when it's in reverse, it's about that introspection as well. So that's why I'm bringing up shadow. So, all right. Okay, let's see. All right. Hey, did you get your chocolate milk out of the fridge?
Oh.
Yeah, I made you chocolate milk.
Oops, I got water.
Okay. Are you eating your lunch?
I finished my sandwich, but I'm kind of full.
All right, fine. You don't have to eat the animal crackers.
See ya.
I love you. Sorry. Okay. Okay, Evergrove. You are next, right? Yeah, you're next. Okay. All right. Ooh. Hi. Okay. All right, I know that this word came up last week too, and I want to say it came up for somebody, and I can't remember exactly for who, but the word mischief comes back into play. So I don't know what you're doing over there. If you're a little trickster, I don't know what you're dipping your fingers into, whose pies you're dipping your fingers into. But there's a little trickiness going on, a little bit of mischief. And mischief is also play. So it's kind of a reminder to allow yourself to play, allow yourself to have that fun, and to be that little trickster, to be that shit stirrer a little bit. Sometimes the shit needs to be stirred. Okay, for you, I got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, that comes to me and it says that there is some foundational aspect within your life that is changing. It is either starting to change, or it is changing in general, or you are just realizing, I don't like this foundation anymore. So I need to change it. All right. Hold on one second. Oh, let's see. All right. Where did that man's voice come from? Too big to what? Too big too fast? Oh, that's probably Aaron talking to one of the kids. So anyway, so let's get back to you. Okay. So, I think that there's a foundational shift that is going to be happening with you. And so when I say sticking your fingers in people's pies, it's almost like you're dipping your toes in several different waters to see where you want to plant seeds, or where you'd like to put your roots down into again. All right. And because it's Pentacles, I have a feeling that this is about finances. So I don't know if you're thinking about looking around, or if you're thinking about changing some things up in the store or something like that. But whatever you are doing, be aware, have your eyes open, and also make sure that you're having fun while doing it. All right? But also be authentic and honest about it too. Okay? Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. All right, Carrie, you are next, and then Amber, okay? Okay. All right. Carrie, bless you. The word redemption comes into play for you, all right? when that word comes into play, I want you to focus on who are you trying to redeem yourself or your qualities to. I would like them to be more so upon you than doing it for someone else. All right? If there are things that you need to work out for yourself, it's great. We all have those things. We're all going through it. Make sure that you're working them out for the right reasons. Make sure that any change that you bring to yourself is for the right reasons, and that right reason is you wanting that change, if that makes sense, okay? All right, so a lot of Pentacles coming up today. So you got the King of Pentacles, all right? So your foundational mastery is coming from the fact that you know your circle, your family, your home, your finances, education, career, health. When the King of Pentacles comes in, he says, okay, I am the master of this. I have created this foundation for myself through many lessons that I've learned of what I want and what I don't want. So when the word redemption comes into play, like I said, any changes that you're making, I need them to be changes for you because you want them to be that change. All right? Because that is what being that master of creating our own foundation is all about. Okay? All right, I hope that makes sense for you. All right, Miss Amber. Okay, this one I need to make sure I have the correct definition for what I'm tossing your way, all right? So please bear with me. Okay, all right, that's what I thought it meant. But sometimes this old brain doesn't work right, so I gotta check on stuff. All right, so, oh, that one came out for you. Okay, so the word that comes into play for you is cognizance. So if you're coming into a knowing, there's like this knowing that is taking place, a knowing of, or a building knowledge of, something like that, okay? Or taking notice of, awareness of. There are some things going on for you that you are really starting to take notice of around you, okay? And you are on the right path doing that. Spirit says that that is exactly what you need to be doing, is opening and expanding your awareness and being cognizant of your surroundings, of what's going on, okay? Oh, and the card I got for you today is the Star card. All right, so when the Star card comes into play, she talks about a few different things. One of the things I'm going to touch more on, she talks about following your goals, setting those goals, you know, reaching for the stars, believing that you can attain anything that you want to attain. You have the ability to do it. Another thing that she talks about is health. And she is a very, very good reminder that we need to remember that we are our temple, we are our sacred space, and it is time for us to start taking very good care of ourselves, okay? So when the word cognizance comes into that aspect, I need to ask, have you been to the lady doctor lately? Have you gotten a flu shot? Have you gotten a checkup? Have you had your mammogram lately? I need to ask those questions, and I want you to sit down and ask those questions too, because she talks about health, and one of the other things that she brings into play. Oh, good! Yay! That's awesome. That's confirmation right there. That's good. And one of the other things that she brings into play when it comes to health is making sure that we're not burning that candle at both ends. She's a reminder that you can do many things, because reaching for the star and attaining our goals sometimes takes many different things at once. You know, I mean, we have to do a lot, you know, with lots of hats. You can do that, but I also need you to make sure that you are committing time to you and committing time to taking that downtime. All right. So if you're noticing that you've been a little bit more tired lately, things like that, you need to know that that's why, and you need to listen to that, and you need to take that time out for yourself. Okay. All right. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Okay, Carrie, good. Amber, awesome. Cynthia, I'm going to do your card next. Bye, Painted Goddess. I'll see you soon. Love you. Okay, Cynthia, you are next. Hold on, sorry. You're welcome, Amber. I'm happy that that resonated with you. All right, Cynthia. Cynthia. Your word for the week is pleasure. There's many ways to find pleasure. We all know my favorite way, but there are many ways to find pleasure in life, in living, in being, in learning, in breathing, you know? I mean, so your word for this week is pleasure, and I want you to focus on things that not only bring pleasure to you, but are pleasurable to do. They're fun to do. You really enjoy doing them. Like, you just find yourself like flowing through them because it comes so naturally. All right? So I want you to focus on doing those things that make you happy this coming week. What card did you get? All right. Okay, you have the Princess of Wands. So that's fire coming into play. And you know, she's in reverse. So this is fanning the flame of passion and desire and pleasure and creativity and all of those things. So if you are feeling a little bit more frisky lately, I would love for you to follow that and have fun with that. You can have fun by yourself too. So remember that, okay? Finding pleasure in life can take us to many different places. So realize that. What else does Spirit want to tell you? I truly think that this is about passion for you. And this is about, you know, this was a seed maybe planted in fanning your own fire, bringing in that passion back into you so you could recognize it, okay? And you're doing a good job. Keep feeding it. Keep fanning it. Keep loving it. And make sure that you receive pleasure. Okay? That's all I can say about that. That's all I can say about that. All right. So, does anybody else want one? I think I've gotten everybody. Yes, I have. Okay. So we are going to do one for the collective now. Okay. This makes lots of sense. All right. You're welcome, Cynthia. Have fun. Okay, so this makes lots of sense. This is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, when we go into a new year, we have this, oh, it's going to be a new year. It's a new start. It's all of these things, okay? But we didn't take time from releasing the old stuff to, number one, acknowledge what we were releasing. Number two, celebrate what we were releasing. Number three, mourn what we were releasing. So when the Eight of Cups comes into play, he's a reminder and he says, hey, don't be surprised if past things, past hurts, past cords, past things like that you have released come back into mind, come back into memory, emotional memory. Don't be surprised if that happens. But one of the things that I don't want you to think is that you're reattached to that. Eight of Cups says, now it's time to look at that and it's time to acknowledge why it was such an amazing thing to let go of. All right? Eight of Cups says, acknowledge why it was so great to let go of it, mourn it, and celebrate the fuck out of it. That's what Eight of Cups is reminding us to do. He's a big reminder that this is not this attachment coming back. It's not. It's just this emotional memory that we have let go of, but we have not yet mourned, nor have we celebrated that it is a wonderful thing to release. So keep releasing, keep having fun cutting those cords, but always make time to mourn that space within you that that you may feel is void, but it's not. Because when you take that time to mourn, you mourn in gratitude and you mourn in love. So that space is filled with love and gratitude and ready to receive more love, more abundance. Remember to take that time out to acknowledge what you've released and really acknowledge why it was such a wonderful thing for you to let go of. Okay? And that is all that I have for you all today. The circle is open but unbroken. Until we meet again, my darlings, have an amazing, amazing day. I'll see you next week.